by design. We talking health and talking fitness, talking life and talking nutrition. Way more than looks and aesthetics. Gotta tune in and don't miss it. Hey, go, gotta go harder, taking it higher, bringing that info here to inspire, chugging out fitness, bringing that fire. Hey, go.
Let's go. Welcome to Unstoppable by Design, where we talk all things fitness, mindset, and what it truly means to be unstoppable inside and outside the gym. I'm Matt Terry, and this week is the final episode of our 4-week Olympic Lifts series. I'll be straight with you. This whole month has been building to this episode. We've covered what the lifts are. We've broken down the pole. We've broken down the catch. Today, we close the loop on the part that actually matters the most. So how you take all of this and turn it into a real skill on the bar. And I've got something pretty cool to tell you at the end that's going to help you do exactly that. So you've listened to the last 3 weeks of this episode about Olympic lifts and still feel like a complete beginner the next time you grab the bar. That's not a failure of you. That's not a failure of the podcast. That's just how skill development works. So there's a gap between understanding the lift and executing the lift. And the only thing that closes that gap is repetition with a coach watching, telling you what you can't feel yet. Not motivation, not more information, but reps with intention and with eyes on you over time. The number one mistake people make after they get excited about Olympic lifting is they go too heavy, too fast. They feel motivated, they want to put it into practice, and the next time they see clean and jerk on the board, they load up like they've been doing it for years. Don't do that. Be patient. The Olympic lifts have a longer learning curve than almost any other movement in fitness. People who try to shortcut it pay for it in missed lifts and bad habits that take years to undo. There's a better way, and we're going to talk to you about it today. So how do you actually get good? Well, this is a lot of volume at lighter weights with good positions, with a coach pointing out what you can't see yourself doing. We'd rather see you take 30 quality reps at 60% of your 1 rep max than 5 grindy reps at 90%, always. The 60% reps build the movement patterns. They build the speed, they build the confidence. The 90% reps mostly just reinforce whatever habits you already have, good or bad. This is the principle of adaptation in plain language. Your body changes based on what you ask it to do repeatedly. If you ask it to do a clean and jerk well 30 times, you'll get better at the clean and jerk. If you ask it to do a clean and jerk badly 5 times, you'll get better at doing it badly. So the bar weight is not the variable that matters most when you're learning. The bar speed is, position is, consistency is. Those things show up in light reps far better than heavy ones. When I see people in our gym getting better fast at Olympic lifts, they almost always have one thing in common, and that's they show up willing to spend a whole session on technique with weights they could easily lift, and they let a coach reshape what they're doing in real time. Now, I want to be honest with you about something. Our group classes are top-notch. They're world-class. Our coaches are some of the best in New Hampshire. But group class is not the optimal environment to learn Olympic lifts from scratch. In a 60-minute class with up to 14 people, we can give you cues, we can correct the big stuff, we keep you safe. But what we can't do is spend 20 minutes with you, one-on-one, breaking down the specific bar path or watching your specific foot position rep after rep, or having you do 30 pause snatches with feedback after each one. That's not a class, that's a clinic. And the truth is, if you've been doing Olympic lifts in a group class for a while and you feel like you've plateaued with them, the missing piece is almost always concentrated time with a coach focused only on these lifts. That's how breakthroughs happen. That's one of the main reasons we run specialty clinics at Juggernaut, and it's to give our members the depth that they can't get in a regular class setting. And we have one coming up in July that I'm really excited to talk about. So we have the Catch Me If You Can clinic. It's coming up in July. This is run by Coach Jess. And this clinic alone has changed more members' Olympic lifts than anything else that we offer. And what makes it different is Jess takes these lifts apart piece by piece, just like we did in the podcast over the last 4 weeks. But instead of you listening to me describe it, you're on the platform with her, hands-on, eyes on you the whole time. The clinic covers exactly what we've talked about all month. Foot positioning, setup, the bar, the poles, breaking it down by phases, full extension at the top, the turnovers, the catches, the receiving position. Then you repeat and repeat and repeat because that's how adaptation works. Challenge the body, give it demand, and it rises to meet it. More quality volume, more confidence, more success. And here's the thing, the clinic is for everybody. If you've never touched a barbell, you belong there. If you've been doing our classes for 5 years and your snatch hasn't moved in 2 of them, you belong there. If you just want lifts that feel clean and repeatable instead of a wild guess, you belong there. The people who come out of this clinic, they don't just lift heavier, they lift with confidence. They walk up to the bar knowing what they're about to do, and that confidence carries over to every other lift in the gym. Because once you trust your body to move fast under load, everything else gets easier. So signing up is simple. Head over to our sales portal in Kilo. The link is in our show notes. Grab your spot. These spots in these clinics fill up fast because we want to keep the numbers small on purpose. That's part of what makes them work. Just can only give that level of individual attention to a limited group. In this week's Unstoppable Challenge, I want you to sign up for the clinic. That's it. Don't think about it for 3 weeks. Don't tell yourself you'll do the next one. Don't talk yourself out of it because you don't think you're ready. You spent 4 weeks getting ready. That was the whole point. If you're on the fence, here's my promise to you. The version of you that comes out of that clinic on the other side is going to thank you for signing up today. And just a reminder, our July 4th raffle is coming up fast. Support the show for as little as $3 a month, and you're entered to win a seat in the Ultimate Bootcamp Challenge, $199 value. The drawing is just over a week away. And don't forget, Catch Me If You Can Clinic. It's in July. Links in the show notes. That's what this month has been building towards. Don't miss it. And until next time, be well, be unstoppable.
Now's the moment, it's your time. What you need, true indeed, unstoppable.